Hey everybody, Kevin Anthony here. In this video, I'm going to be talking about one thing that most premature ejaculation sufferers have in common. But before I do that, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Doing so greatly helps the channel. I'd also like to let you know that Power and Mastery 3.0 is now available. I don't normally talk about it here on these YouTube videos. However, Power and Mastery is our men's sexual mastery program, the program that Celine and I created, and it is now in version 3.0 with lots of new content, so you can check that out at powerandmastery.com. Okay, so what is this one thing that most premature ejaculation sufferers have in common? Now, there are a lot of common things that we see when working with men who have premature ejaculation. But this is one that both Celine and I have seen many times. It is something that I don't hear a lot of other coaches out there or people in the space talking about. And yet it is absolutely true in a sense that whenever I bring it up to a client, they pause and they go, yeah, come to think of it, you're right, I do that. So what is that thing? One of the things that Celine and I started to notice after working with, at this point, thousands of men between the two of us, is that they tend to want everything in life right away. And now you might be wondering, well, what does that have to do with premature ejaculation? Well, think about premature ejaculation. Premature ejaculation is ejaculating basically right away, going straight for the orgasm/ejaculation. And one of the patterns that we notice when working with these men is that they often want everything right away. So they want, their promotion at work right away. They want, whatever, thing they want right away. They want the latest movie right away. Whatever it is, they tend to want everything right now. I see this a lot with men in the dating realm when they go on a first date and they want everything to happen right away in that first date. And so it's a common pattern, and it's not surprising, right? One of the things that Celine and I have been saying for years is that your sexuality is not separate from the rest of your life. So how you show up in the bedroom is often how you show up in other areas of your life as well. In fact, we used to say how you show up in the bedroom is how you'll show up in the boardroom. Well, what does that mean? Well, if you tend to show up in the boardroom as very confident, then you're likely to show up very confident in the bedroom, and vice versa. If you're not very confident in the bedroom, you're not likely to show up confident in the boardroom either. Now, that's not 100% always true. There are some people who are really confident and really show up in some areas of their life, and then others really not. But for the most part, I'm sure you've heard this before, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Of course, that is not 100% true, but it is a good generalization. So one of the things that we see is that, men who suffer from PE tend to want everything right away. They have very little patience to wait for things. And so a big piece that I work on with men is getting them to change that in their entire life so that it can change in the bedroom. So we really work on that. It may seem unrelated to you, but trust me, it is directly related. In fact, I just had a coaching call a few weeks ago with a client. And honestly, I was a little hesitant to bring this up with him because I didn't think he would be open to the idea. However, as a coach, my job is not to tell you what you want to hear, but to tell you what you need to hear. And so I did bring it up to him. I said, look, in the previous calls that we've done, I keep noticing this pattern. You want everything right away. You want me to give you all the practices right up front. You want me to give you all the reading assignments right up front. You want me to give you everything right up front. I have this feeling that that is potentially how you go through life. And I think that's affecting your premature ejaculation. And you know what? He paused. He took that in and he went, you're absolutely right. And believe me, this was not the first time that this has happened. This has happened many, many times with different clients. That was just the most recent one. So If you are suffering from premature ejaculation, then I suggest that you take a look at your life and see whether or not you are a person who is patient or whether or not you are somebody that always wants everything right away. And if you find that you are one of those people who always wants everything right away, then I also suggest that you work on slowing down and having more patience and working on your delayed gratification, because that is also going to help you with your premature ejaculation.